Hey, everybody. Greetings. Peace and blessings, Miss Shot of Honey. Gonna wait a little bit, try to let a lot more people get in first. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're doing well today, Shot of Honey. I'm gonna give it probably about 5 minutes and then I'll get started. I'm gonna save everything to my YouTube channel, so be able to put it up on there. Hopefully it saves this time. For some reason it hasn't been saving, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen this time. But prayerfully it saves. About 4 more minutes. Probably be on for about 15 minutes. Yeah, IG been clowning. Yeah, so it's no telling. What's going on. I've recorded a couple videos that didn't even save, and I pushed save 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, really? I'm like, so this what we doing now? Went back in my settings, checked my settings out. Still was like, wow. So yeah, it acts up sometimes. One step at a time, keep your confidence, the obstacle course. Run your race and trust the process. Run your race and trust the process. Two more minutes. What's going on, 17? How you looking? How you doing? Blessings. Divine Purity, how you doing today? Just waiting, trying to let a few more people get on. Oh, so we acting up now. What's going on with the IG? Peace, queen, peace. Okay. I'm about to say. What's going on, Kia? Blessings, Kia, blessings. We're going to start in a minute. Trying to let a couple more people, see some more people get in, but we're going to start in a minute. Today's topic is mental patience and trusting the process. Probably be on for about 15 minutes. I feel you, Divine. That's right. We're all taking on that journey, our own personal life's journey. Make sure I got this locked in. Put it on the side on this one. And this is what we're going to start off with on this page. Thank you, Kia. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to build it up as best I can for everybody. How you doing, Advanced Instinct? Thank you for joining. Wait about 3 more minutes, everybody. 3 more minutes. It'll be 7:10. Be on here probably for about 15 minutes. It's not going to be too long tonight. We'll have a brief discussion about mental patience and trusting the process. I feel like those two go hand in hand in a sense. They're still separate. But I feel like they go hand in hand. Where's the other one? Well, thank you. I appreciate you joining in, Devon. I appreciate you here to listen. Hopefully I'll be able to give you something that you can use in your life. And that's the key. We're trying to help everybody and anybody to better themselves, to, heal themselves, complete themselves, raise their vibrations and frequency up to their higher self instead of living in this lower self of life. It's just not worth it anymore. Never was worth it, really. But when you know better, you do better, right? Let's see, I got this one. I'm trying to go back to this one. This one. That's trusting the process. Come straight there off of this page and come straight here. Yep. No plan. Well, all plans with no action doesn't do anything. You can pray for all the things you want. If you don't put action in, you won't get anything. You can ask the ancestors. You can do almost any and everything to try to get something done. But without action, nothing happens at all. Yes. Taking all the steps, small ones, big ones, mediums. We got to take all the steps to get to where we want. And the key, and then the other key too, with taking all those steps and doing what you got to do is accepting the consequences that come with those steps. Because every choice we make is not going to be the right choice. Every choice we make is not going to be a perfect choice. So it's definitely being able to deal with all the little hang-ups, the problems here and there, dealing with those. You know what? Let me do this real quick. Let me put my phone on do not disturb. There you go. Put on do that way. Anybody make a phone call, hopefully it won't come on. All right, everybody. This is Mental Motivational Mondays. African Warrior. Fitness is my old name, so if anybody heard me of that name, you know that. I'm All Warrior Fitness now. All Warrior Fitness. AJ is my real name. Today we're going to talk about Mental patience and trust in the process. What I was telling everybody earlier is I feel like those two things go hand in hand. With the mental patience today, I want to start off by reading something simple and ask a question. Have you ever tried to put together a puzzle without the box? Now, I know a lot of kids growing up. I know a lot of kids, at least I know in my era. I'm 40 years old. I remember when we grew up, we liked challenges. So there's times, especially with your grandmother, grandfather, you go to the grandparents' house, they'll have games and toys and stuff for us to play, but they wouldn't always keep up with the boxes, or they might not keep up with instructions or this and that. And the reason I'm saying this is, if you've ever tried to put a puzzle together without a box, it's hard. It's not easy because you don't have a picture in front of you to know what to do. Same thing goes with your life. There's never a real blueprint or a picture right there for what you to do. There are suggestions, there are examples for you to look at, but it's still, you have to take everything that you do and put it toward you, for you in your life. You got to make it fit you. That's something that I've learned. And that's just like dealing with a puzzle. Like if I took out a puzzle and didn't have the front of the box for it, and I gave it to 3 different people, each person is going to do that puzzle in their own way that fits their style to try to get that puzzle done. And that's what everybody does in life. You try to fit your style into life because you got to figure out your style. So back to me asking that question. When you start with that box, your mental is running. You're trying to figure out every angle, every curve, every corner. If I turn it this way, what is going to be the outside outline border? What are the borders for it? How do I get it done? That's the same way with life when you're trying to figure this out. That's where that mental patience has to come in, because we push so hard to try to get things done and try to figure out things that we burn our minds out. We burn ourselves out. We get to a point to where we either want to just go to sleep. We don't want to deal with life. We want to just give up. We don't want nothing else to do with life. And I look at that as, let's say you was trying to build a wall, right? And they told you that it's going to take you 2 months to build that wall. You and your guys and your team, y'all looked at it and said, man, we can build that wall in 1 month. We'll knock it out. We'll get it done. No matter what you say, we'll get it done in a month. I promise you. And people will try. You will do your best. But then that crew will get out there and start building that wall. Putting in all that work, sweating hard, get into it real deep. You in it. Oh yeah, we building this wall. Days go by and you start noticing, man, this might take longer than we thought. We didn't plan this out all the way. And even the part that we did plan out is still taking longer than we thought. In that instance, most people want to give up, right? Because you started off strong. You had strength, you had determination. You started building that wall. You realized that there was still so much more to do beyond what you thought you had to do for that wall. Because you've built many walls. This group has built many walls. And we was like, oh man, we're going to knock this out. Everybody decides, man, this is taking too long. We might need to go ahead and give up. We might need to go ahead and bring in more people. Maybe we need to bring in equipment. Maybe this job is too big for us. Right then and there, mental patience. That's where you reach back and you think about all your accomplishments. Think about all the things that held you back. Think about all the things you fought through to get to this point. And you say, you know what? Let me relax. Let me just relax. They gave us 2 months to finish this project. I promised them a month. All I have to do is call them back and say, you're right. That's what a lot of people don't want to do. Swallow your pride. Pick it up. Say, you're right. You're right. It's going to take 2 months. Everybody, let's relax. Let's get back and do our job. Let's do everything we can and let's knock this out. Because we know it's going to take 2 months now. Mental patience. So my whole point of me talking about mental patience is we rush too many things in life. And that's everything. And me included. And I'm telling you this because this is a personal experience. We rush too many things in life. We either rush our job. We rush our relationships. We rush to make the money to spend it. We rush raising our kids. Everything we do now, we rush. I remember back growing up, my parents had time. There was always time for us. There was always time in a day. It seemed like there was always stuff we could do. Nowadays, it seems like the time runs away from us. It seems like everything runs from us. But to be honest with you, that time ain't running. That time is the same time it was with our parents. We're the ones running. We're the ones on this hamster wheel running faster and faster and faster every day to try to do everything in one day when we can't. That's where our mental patience has to come in. We have to set schedules. We need to set up a legitimate schedule to go here, 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 here every day. And then if there's obstacles in that, drop it into the schedule. Take something out, replace it, push it in and out, put in with your obstacles until you get it set out. But you keep that schedule every day, every week, every month. Because that's what's going to get you consistency and get you in line with what you need between you and God. You and God. Because as long as you making them steps forward and you doing what you're supposed to do, God's going to pick up his steps. Okay? Whoever you believe in and you pray to is going to pick up the steps, but you got to do the work. But it still comes back to mental patience. So now that I gave you mental patience, let's go to the second part. Trust the process. Because now, mentally, I'm trying to be patient and see everything that's going on and see what's going on around me to make it right, to make it a better decision or to make better decisions in general. So now I got to trust the process because now I'm making decisions. Okay, I've decided to set this schedule. In this schedule, I'm going to meditate in the morning. After I meditate in the morning, I'm going to get up, brush my teeth, do everything else I need to do. Then I'm going to go work out. After I work out, I'm going to go to work. When I get home from work, I'm going to read because I need to enlighten myself. So I'm going to read spiritual reading, okay? Next thing, I'm going to read something that's going to be self-improvement because I want to improve myself as an individual, which you should be doing. I'm going to read that. Next thing, I might have one more reading in that hour. That's 3 readings an hour, 3 to 4 readings, 15 minutes each book. After that, I'm going to eat, get myself ready for bed, do anything else I need to do, relax, spend time with the family, whatever else I need to do, and get myself ready for the next day. And the reason I'm saying that is I go to bed I need to get up at 3:45. I need to be in the bed between 9 and 10. That's my goal because I want to get up early. The earlier you are, the more you're going to do in a day. The more you're going to get done in that day. Especially if you're doing fitness and working out, you want to work out in the mornings. Okay? So trust your process. Nobody else's process. Trust your process. The process that you lay out, but make sure you're being honest and truthful with yourself when you lay that process out. First week to a month that you go through the process, stick to it no matter what. Even if something does not fit, stick to it because you want to set yourself up to keep stepping up to this process. Then you change it as you go. Make it fit you and your schedule. But you need to get yourself out of your old funk, out of your past, out of your old life, out of your old ways, your comfort zone. Get out of that comfort zone. Get off of that comfort zone couch and step into a new era and a new you. I'm raising my hand because I'm telling you these things because this is what I've had to do and I'm still doing it now. This is not a 1-day process, a 1-week process, a 1 month, 1 year process. This is a process for the rest of your life because you need to change. You need to expand on any and everything about you. Learn you. Literally, go learn you first before you worry about anybody else. Because if you don't truly know you, you'll never know anybody else. Okay? So back to trusting the process. And when I'm saying trusting the process, we're going to put it this way. The race isn't always to the swift and the fastest. And the battle is always not to the strong, which we know. Sometimes it simply goes to those that refuse to give up. Let me read that again. The race does not always go to the swift and the fast. And the battle is not always won by the strongest person. Sometimes it's won by the person who refuses to give up. Consider that you have many races that you've went through in your life already, and you got more races to run ahead of you right now. All of those have been examples. All of those were what I call problem-solving opportunities or learning opportunities for you to learn how to govern yourself in your life. Okay? Once you went through those dry runs, now you want to live life and trust the process. The course has been laid out for you. God laid it out. Right where you are now, and incredibly, your destiny with God is lined up right there. But expect obstacles, okay? Expect negative energy. Expect setbacks. Just remember, though, out of all of that, this race is your race. Individually, nobody else can run this race with you. Nobody. Yes, Kia, I do recommend having an accountability partner. You should. Everybody should have somebody that holds them accountable. Somebody. But make sure that somebody is worthy to hold you accountable and they're willing to allow you to hold them accountable. You don't want somebody holding you accountable that can't even do it themselves, or that's not holding themselves accountable or doing the right things for themselves. Because I promise you, eventually they're going to get you to backslide. They're going to get you to go doing something you wasn't supposed to do or you used to do in the past, because they're going to backslide. Okay? So make sure if you find that accountability partner, make sure it's somebody worth it. Make sure it's somebody worth it. Whatever you do, don't give up on anything you're doing. Okay? Anything you're doing. Mental patience, trust the process. Mentally strong, trust the process. Even if you feel you're mentally weak, tell yourself you're mentally strong. Fake it till you make it. And when I say fake it till you make it, I don't mean truly fake it till you make it. I mean truly. Keep telling yourself till you believe it. Keep telling yourself every morning and every night before you go to bed, get in that mirror, look yourself eye to eye and tell yourself you're great. I'm enough. I can do this. Whatever you need to tell yourself, tell it. Be positive all the time. Be positive. Think positive. Write down positive things. If you start thinking negative, pull out a piece of paper and write down 10 things positive. And then write down what you was thinking about that was negative. That one thing. And put the other 10 next to it and look at it. Find gratitude in that. Okay? That's back to trusting the process. And I don't want to get off topic too much, but that's trusting the process. Because now you're trusting everything that you're doing and it's going to line up. So get back to mental patience, yo. Mental patience, mental strength, mentally motivate yourself. Anything and everything that happens in your life starts here. Your brain controls everything. I said that last live. Your brain controls everything. At least 90%. Your brain controls it. You can live without your brain. I mean, your body can live off a machine without your brain, but you can't truly live. But you can live with your brain and no body being able to function. You could be completely paralyzed and still be able to live, see things, understand things, do things with your brain. So, mental patience, trust the process. Last thing on trust the process. Find a process that fits and works for you and don't change it until it needs to be changed. But find something that fits for you. Set your boundaries. Set boundaries with whoever. Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, kids, friends, work, school, whatever it is. Set your boundaries. Do not allow people to pull you out of your boundary and out of your lane. You know what's for you. Stick with what's for you. Okay? Put your boundaries up and let people know, look, I don't do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't condone that. I'm not into that now. Yes, I might have used to do that. I've grown. I've matured. I'm not that person anymore. Okay? So please set your boundaries. This will help you with your mental patience and your trust in the process. Because once you set boundaries, I promise you, just like when people sage their house and getting rid of evil spirits and demons, once you set your boundaries, I bet you so-called friends and so-called people that want to be in your life, they'll start falling off. Because true friends and true people that want to be in your life are going to respect your boundaries and still be your friend and still be your family, still be in your life and say, you know what, I'm there for them because I see that they're doing the right thing. And it should make you want to do the right thing. It should make you step up if that's your friend. If Kia's my friend and I see she's doing the perfect and the right thing, that should make me want to step up and be like, you know what? I respect her. I respect everything she's doing. I need to do the right thing. Okay? So when you see your best friends and your other friends that you call friends drinking, smoking, doing all the craziness that they're doing and they're not trying to improve their lives, remove yourself. It doesn't mean you can't be their friends. Be their friends from a distance. Doesn't mean you can't love your family. Love your family from a distance. And all this that I'm saying is because I want you to trust the process. Set your boundaries. Get mentally strong so you can have mental patience to deal with any and everything every day. The strongest person in this world is whoever can not react to their emotions, who cannot react to a situation. Anytime you reacting off of something, you're already behind. You're already losing because you're reacting. You should never react off of anything. Something comes to you, you should be able to pause for at least 2-3 seconds and think logically, hold up, let me look at this situation. Should I do this? Should I do that? Instead of and just lashing out at people or coming at people. Don't do that. Don't do that. Mental patience. This is your temple. This is your whole body. Get your chakras in alignment. Get your vibrations lined up. Get everything lined up so that you can live and run this race the right way, okay? Remember, and the last thing I'm going to leave you with is remember, the race does not go to the fast and the battle does not go to the strongest. Both of these usually go to the person with the most mental strength and the most determination, and the person who refuses to give up. Refuses to give up. Okay? I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Y'all have a blessed one. I will be on Wednesday on the Healing Chamber for Warrior Wednesdays. So, and just to bring it out so everybody still knows, Warrior Wednesdays is still for men, but I want women on there. I want you to bring your men on there, your husbands, your boyfriends, your brothers, whoever. I want more men on there because it's for men, but it's for women too. Okay? I'm not trying to exclude anybody. I'm just letting you know I'm pushing it toward men because we have platforms that we're doing for women. We don't do enough for men, and enough men are not getting on and are not healing themselves, checking themselves, fixing themselves, looking at themselves health-wise, making sure that everything about them is good and right and fixed, and we're not going to keep having this fight between men and women that we've been having for years. Okay? So I wish everybody a blessed one. Love everybody. See y'all on the Healing Chamber on Wednesday, 6:00. Healing Chamber on Wednesday. I'll put out what the topic is tomorrow. Still working on the topic for that one. Not sure what I'm going to do yet, but it's going to be something that I truly believe a lot of men need to hear. That's my goal. Okay? Love y'all. Peace and blessings. Stay in your lane. Set your boundaries. Run your race. Win your race. Nobody else can run or win your race but you. Nobody can do it the right way. Okay? Only you. Believe in yourself. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough. Peace and blessings.